Hello, and welcome to a gameplay day character breakdown for the game Wildcard. Today we're going to do Lily, and this video is going to be a little different in that due to some design improvements, we'll say, I don't have to necessarily go over deck builds with you because the deck builds are now going to be universal, but I will give you a breakdown of the character and different things to keep in mind with when playing her. So Lily is the first full-blown, well, not full-blown, first support slash healer character and the first ranged character. So this character is actually a dual character. They have two sides of one coin. They are a healer and they are a poisoner. So with their healing attacks, their basic attacks as well as their ability will give healing both to players and monsters. It does not work on the core because that's not how this game works. But they do heal your players and they do heal your monsters or your summons. The healing amount is not high per attack, we'll say, but that's a good thing because if it was too high, then everyone would be Lily and matches would go on for 3 hours and people would be like, oh my god, can we please make this stop for the love of God? This is not League of Legends where they hold us in captivity until the very end of our lives. If you're not aware, there was a League of Legends match that I think it was 24 hours that they made the match last for. It was at least 4, I know that, but I digress. We're not. This isn't League. So yeah, it's not high amounts of damage. It's 10 to 20. It kind of depends on if it is a direct hit or a side hit, we'll say. So it does have an AoE area around the point of contact either with the ground or monsters, so it can heal multiple people, which is another reason why the healing amount is not that high, because if you've got 4 punks on the ground and they're all doing healing, they're all getting healed at the same time, that's a greater amount than the single hit itself. That's why. As far as how to actually use the healing, it's very intuitive. You point and you click. That's all you do. You aim and you click and you fire your, we'll say, lacrosse ball. And wherever it lands in a small area around that landing point, there will be a small amount of healing. This is not going to keep monsters from dying to the goalie, but it will extend out their survival time by an additional 3 to 20 seconds, depending on how you play it, the order in which the monsters are getting attacked, and so on and so forth. It is ranged, but there is a maximum range. You cannot shoot from one side of the map all the way to the other side of the map. For obvious reasons that I have fully abused with this character before while they were getting all the kinks out. Because of me and other players, the range is not unlimited because we were doing things that make games last longer than they need to. But I digress. So you can, let's say, from where the vents are on the map to around where a little bit farther than, like, let's say the wild card icon is. That's about around how much range you have with your attacks. And with it, there are some benefits. So with her healing stance, because we're still on the healing part, Her dash is a backwards dash, so you disengage backwards from wherever you are looking. So if you're wanting to go forward, you're going to have to do a quick 180, hit the dash, and then do a quick 180 again to be looking the right way. If you are disengaging, you're just looking at the enemy, you hit dash, and boom, you're out of there. When you do the dash, you do heal yourself, and according to the description, you also heal players near you, though I haven't personally seen that or tried to see that because I'm too focused on the good stuff inside the game. With her actual ability, what it does is it applies a cleanse. So for 5 seconds after using the ability, her attacks cleanse. So let's say Ragna hits you with fire damage, your teammate with fire damage, or even you with fire damage. You can then do your pure potion, your ability, and it will cleanse yourself of that fire. That doesn't mean that you can't get reignited. You totally can get reignited. It's just for that particular instance of being on fire, you will have been cleansed of that instance of fire and ready to get new fire applied to you. So just be aware of that. Let's see here. Is that the ultimate? Yeah, that's the ultimate. Okay, so the way to actually get your ultimate going is by either hitting people with your basic attacks or using your abilities. With her ultimate on her healing side, basically you will stand wherever you are and you will bloom like a flower. You will your inner nature will bloom out and shoot out, and you'll throw out your pollen, and you'll just heal everything. Everything just gets healed. So if you have a teammate that is about to die, you can ulti and save them to a degree. If their health is too low, you might not be able to get it off in time, but I mean, I digress. 25% or higher, you're good. 25% lower of your teammate's health, you have a chance of it not working out, but that's half the risk of the game. Now that we have covered the healing part, we're going to go on to the damage part. And with that, it is close range. You need to get up in there to get them hurt. And what happens is that every time you attack a monster or a player, a stack of poison is applied to the enemy summon or player, and that, if I remember correctly, forget how they switch it, but what happens is that with each stack, the defense and the ability cooldown is a negative for the player. So their defense goes down and their ability timers go up. So let's say you are a Ragna, you get hit with the poison attacks by Lily, and you had 2 seconds till your Singe ability started up, or you can use it again. It's for, I think it's like, I don't know, this part I'm making up right now, just as an example, but we'll say for every 1 stack, it is 0.05 additional seconds added to the cooldown of your ability. So now it's 2.05 seconds because you had that stack of poison on there, and you can have multiple stacks which just slow it down, but I don't think it's going to be 0.5 every time. But it also does bring down your defense, and if I remember correctly, it also does lower the attack attack damage, so you are just making them weaker against you, even because you are so squishy. You are not a frontliner, though you can be a frontliner if you do it correctly. Just watch out because they have low health and low defense, so they're going to get hit a lot. So that's what happens with her basic attacks. As far as her dash goes, instead of dashing backwards and healing yourself, you actually will dash forward, and any opponents you like hit slash go through will get poisoned as well. So it's an extra poison on top of it. When you're in the poison stance, your ability will send out your companion, which is Rascal in this instance. And what they will do is they will apply poison to all the opponents that are nearby you. So if you have like a player and like some summons that are right next to you, and you send out Rascal, he's going to run out, he's going to hit everyone with poison. Their defense is going to be lowered, their ability timers are going to be higher, their attack damage is going to be lower. So it's a little bit of a cushion for you. It's a debuff cushion. The ultimate is kind of like the healing ultimate, but instead of healing your teammate, you're just applying poison to everything around them. So everything's getting lower defense, higher cooldown timers, lower attack damage. So it's a good way to bolster your push when the enemies are defending, and the basic attacks as well. They charge up your ultimate. Now, for the way to use Lily, this is all in my opinion. This is from testing her out and figuring everything out that I can from her, so that I can tell you guys everything I can about her. When it comes to Lily, she is a backliner. She has the ability to go frontline very easily, but again, I don't recommend it. My recommendation is, if you are a Lily, is to focus on your teammate. You want to be assisting them as they're pushing, because you're going to be giving them low-level heals and summons heals, so you're going to be able to make them survive longer during their pushes. So that's why, while your teammate's alive, I recommend being in the healing stance for predominantly, so that you can heal them, heal yours and their summons, and you can even heal yourself. You can heal yourself. You just have to shoot directly at the ground at your feet, and that AoE heal area will hit you. You are not able to directly hit yourself, so you do not get that higher health, but you are still able to heal yourself, and in some cases you'll be able to get out of it alive. Some cases you won't. Just comes with being the support. When your teammate is on the field and you're supporting them, keep some distance between you and your teammate. That way, if your enemy team is double teaming your teammate, so you got both enemy players focusing on your teammate, you can keep them alive at a distance. They can't necessarily peel off of your teammate to get to you because you're not close enough for that, so they can't get a quick double kill. It allows you the opportunity to disengage and escape when they knock your teammate out. It also allows your teammate to stay in the fight longer because you are giving them that health. So that is a recommendation, and you can keep quite some good distance between you, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a risky situation. In addition to, while you are healing your teammate, you will still be doing damage to enemies. Your healing basic attack does do damage to players. Another reason why I personally like the healing stance more than the poison stance, but the poison stance, you can shake it and move it and like really messing people up. But we'll get into that in a second. So definitely support your teammate. Throw out supporting cards. I recommend either going a full damage build so that you can support your summoned monsters, or a full heal build with a little bit of damage in there so that you're able to support your teammates and their monsters. And that way your teammate can focus more on just attacking, because you got the backline, you got the healing monsters, you got the healing abilities, you're backing them up, you're being a true support. So that's my recommendations in the healing stance. In the poison stance, it's kind of the opposite. When you go in the poison stance, you do have to be wary of your health, because you are not a tank. You are a support. You are a squishy. You're going to get hit, and you're going to get hit hard because your defense is low. Doing the poison stance is more of an assassin character style. You want to get in there quick. You want to apply your poison to everything that you can, and you want to get out. If it's just against low level monsters, you can clear them out willy-nilly very easily because of the damage and the poison debuff that's applied to them. So you're going to be hitting them harder and harder and harder, and you'll be able to clear out a lot of monsters by yourself in the poison stance, or even in the healing stance. But the poison stance does do more damage over time and per hit, because it's poison, it's damage, it's attacking. So just be going in there, doing it real quick, getting off your debuffs on them, applying them, and then getting out and switching back to health. There is a cooldown period between healing and poison, so you do want to keep that in mind. The last time I looked at it, it was like 8 to 10 seconds. So just keep that in mind, is that when you switch between stances, you're going to be committed to that for a little while. You're not going to be instantly switching back and forth between the two. So just be aware of that. But yeah, go in there, attack, do your buffs, and then try and get out, and then switch back, and then start helping your teammate or your monsters. With the poison stacks, you can apply it to big monsters, and that's going to help you out a lot. So if you have like two furnaces going at each other, and you apply poison, like three to five stacks of poison to the enemy in furnace, they're going to be doing less damage, and they're going to be taking more hits, so they're going to die quicker. So you can get in a couple good hits, put in your stacks, back out, and then wait the 5 seconds you need to be able to switch stances, and then you can start healing your Infernus while that other Infernus is still weak, and that even helps out your push harder. As far as the ultimate for the poison, it is kind of niche to do. You got to find those right times to do it. It's like when your enemy team is like 55 to 70% health, and you've got a monster advantage. That's really good for you. But even if you don't have a monster advantage, it's fine, because when you use your ultimate, it's going to apply those stacks of poison. You're going to get pretty much the maximum amount of poison almost, and you're going to be hitting them hard. And I mean hard. You're going to go in there hard. It's only going to take like 4 hits to get you knocked out. But even for like Bulgar, who is a tanky dude, it's only like 6 or 7 hits, and he is out, like just out of town. And so you'll be good on that, and applying that poison, and then being able to do a quick push, and then disengaging, switching back to your healing stance, and supporting everything. When it comes to the timing on when you're going to switch, that's really up to you as the player. There's no perfect synergy of like, oh, these are the times that you have to be healing, these are the times that you have to be damaging. It's all up in the game. Every match is going to be different. All the players are going to be different. Maybe your teammate's the same, but I mean, that's the only thing that's going to be the same. So just get your feeling of when you need to switch in the game, to switch. There's no real wrong answers. There's no real right answers. It's all about what you're feeling in the middle of the moment. But yeah, as far as monsters that I would recommend, if you want to do a healing build, there is Brock. There is, and I have not done anything in this because this is the next best build. But I would recommend Aloe. Oh, they did. Okay, cool. They brought in the variables. Um, I'm not gonna go over that with you guys right now, but I would recommend like Fendor or Aloe, Lumph, and Brock. Brock's gonna be your best healers for attacking. Aloe's a great defensive heal. Vitadrop is a great quick heal, and Lumph is a great sustained heal. Just because I don't want to show you guys all these variants before you get in there. What it is basically with the Vitadrop, you can throw those out real quick and get your teammates quick healing while supporting your own healing. With Lumph, if you need some extra healing for like some quick healing, you can throw him down while you're healing as well, and then it's double healing. Your Brock will do damage and heal, and Aloe is just gonna support you. So those would be the cards that you want in your deck if you want to go a full heal and you're just fully supporting your teammate, because you're going to be constantly throwing out healing cards, keeping your teammate alive, keeping all of their summons alive, and so that's going to be a great opportunity for you. As far as the poisons go, there are or will be poison cards. I haven't looked at the decks for Next Fest yet, or the cards for Next Fest, so I don't want to really say anything. But in the future, there may or may not be poison cards that you can link with your character, and they will basically do the same thing that Lily does for her poison, just with variations, because all the monsters have variations, but I won't get into that because I don't know what actually they have out yet, and I don't want to ruin things for you guys, but just give you a little heads up as a little, ooh, there's something coming, I wonder what that's going to be. You'll find out at some point, just not today. Or at least not in this video. But yeah, those are kind of the things with Lily. Lily is a backline character. She's great at healing at a range. She's great at supporting. If you switch it up and you need to, you can go in there and do damage. And you will be able to save your teammates with her ultimate, as well as punish the enemy team with your ultimate when you want to. But yeah, that's Lily. These are the things that I know about her and the things that I can tell you about her. I will say that you're going to have a lot of fun with her, and you're going to enjoy her a lot. She might become your favorite character out of all of them. Currently, right now, I don't know what it is about Lullabob House, but I just love Bulgar and Lily. They're both great. They are great characters. They have great designs. Their abilities are nice. They're thought out. They actually support each other in their abilities, which is really cool in my opinion. So check her out. I hope this video helped you out, gave you some tips or something. Other than that, be sure to check out my other videos. I do have videos for the other characters, though. Some of the information may be outdated because those were videos from previous instances of the game getting built, and it was predominantly to help out the different people that are testing out the game, so that when they got into the game, they knew what they were doing, what they can look for, and what's going on, so that it was easier for them to be able to test the game, as well as give everybody some insight on what's going on in the game. I will say that for Locke, the Forbidden deck is gone and dead. But there are there are new challenges, new challenging decks that come with that. So there are actually there's a couple decks that are there are a couple new decks that you'll have to find out on your own. I do have names for these decks. I'll at least tell you what the decks, what one of the new forbidden deck that I know about, and I will 100% build once this game is fully released, is the Server Crasher build. um, due to uh, abilities and summons within the game, there is there's a deck out there that is guaranteed to crash the game. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but as an example, I have an RTX 7090, and I have 20 gigabytes of virtual RAM purely just inside of my graphics card. I don't have the 24 gigabyte one. I have the 20. I didn't want to spend an extra like $300 for the 4 gigabytes. I didn't feel like it. But so I have 20 gigabytes that is purely inside of my graphics card and nowhere else. This deck is has the ability to we'll say create 7+ gigabytes worth of data that has to sit in your RAM and has to wait until the match is over before it can get cleared. So I've done this on my as an isolated match against myself, just locally on my machine, and I have watched the RAM go from a very small amount to 19.2 gigabytes of RAM being used on my graphics card, and then that's when the game crashed because it couldn't handle having any more of these. So I crashed the game, and I know how to crash the game with a deck now, but when the game does go live, the only time I'm going to be doing that is if I'm playing against House, Shady, Remy, definitely Brad or Titus, and Valentina. I may ask Titus and them if I can do a video on the server, the deck crash, the server crashing deck, but that will be for a while. Anyways, this is the Lily video. Hopefully some of the things I said help you out when you're playing her. Hopefully some of the things I've said have created extra interest in the game for you. At least for this week, October 13th through the 15th, I believe it is. From 13th to the 21st, the servers are going to be open for you to be able to play against people and try out the game. It's part of Steam's Next Fest, which is awesome. If you do see this game, please do wishlist it and definitely download the demo for the next 7 days and try it out. And enjoy the game. If you see me in the game, definitely go absolutely ham on me. I've been saying in my videos, I regret it every time I say it in one of the videos, but just go ham on me. Just make me want to install the game or have to quit for like an hour because you guys beat me so badly. I will do my best in kind, but if I'm like playing really bad in the match, that's probably because I'm testing out decks. I'm constantly making new decks to try out so that I can make deck videos for you. I know I haven't made any in a little bit. I've actually been busy with my actual job, as well as testing out other video games and such, and that thing, which is kind of disappointing because I do actually like this game a lot. So I do recommend it. Definitely going to be playing it after it releases and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's the Lily video. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other videos. If you did enjoy it, please do like and subscribe. And until next time and every time, be safe.